Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Nick. If you are new here, make sure you are subscribed to my channel with the notification bell turned on. Leave a thumbs up on this video and come over to Instagram and follow me over there at GoodLuckNic. Welcome back. This has been quite a highly requested video because I chat quite a lot on my Instagram, as I'm sure you well know, that I and Mark and I, we built our apartment on top of my mum and dad's bungalow 5 years ago. So obviously I get a lot of questions saying, are you going to move out? Are you going to blah, blah, blah? Like loads of stuff now we've got the baby on the way. I have just put a question box on Instagram to answer your questions. So I will be doing those at the end. But I wanted to give you a little bit of a tour of the house, just our apartment, just so you can get an idea of kind of what it's like for us living here. Because I think when people think you live on top of your parents' house, that's weird. Which it is. It's fine, but also how does that work? Have you got enough space, blah blah blah, which I think we do. I mean, the baby isn't here yet, and I know that as soon as he's getting bigger and he's going to start walking around and stuff, it will probably feel quite small because at the moment it's just the two of us up here. But also at the moment we've lost a room because we've had to empty our spare room, storeroom, office out, which is becoming the nursery as we speak, hence the crap in the hallway. So I've had a little tidy up, so don't expect too much to show you around. So yeah, shall we do the house tour? So first question was, it was me, do we use the same door? The answer is yes. And this is like Luna's room. This is like our lobby type hallway area. I'll literally just quickly show you. This is literally my parents' area. So change of floor means change of area. And this is the bedroom section. And then it goes down into their living rooms and their kitchens and stuff. So I say kitchens plural. It was definitely just one kitchen down there. Yep, so Luna just spies at everyone out the window all day there. And then up the stairs to our hallway. So this is our front door. We have had a Yale touchscreen padlock put on so we can lock the door. Like, so as soon as it locks, it's locked from inside, and then to get back in we just have to use the keypad rather than having to take a key everywhere with us because I didn't put the code in. Oh, I'm out of breath. This is pregnancy. So I'll put the lights on because I've shut all the doors so you can get a bit of a surprise. So this is our hallway. Come in. I mean, we've filled all holes and stuff, so this is all about to be redecorated. Wedding wall. The first room we come to is our storeroom, junk room, office. We don't have a loft here, so because we are technically in the loft up here, there's no loft left. We built into it, so there's no like storage space or anything. So we built this room to store our coats, our shoes and stuff like that. Still out of breath, honestly, it's a problem. So we've got the old wine fridge, which is now like pop fridge. The computer that had to be moved, all my Positively Cocoa stuff. Honestly, we have a ridiculous amount of shoes for 2 people, and we have a ridiculous amount of coats for 2 people. Returns. Vacuum. Pip's box, which is absolutely bursting. And these are all just like storage boxes and stuff that have got just random bits of crap that you would have in your own house in. So yeah, that is the storeroom, which is quite a good size. When we do leave here, this could be used as a single bedroom. It's big enough, but yeah, we use it as a storeroom at the moment. Those are our IKEA wardrobes that we designed and just literally had them how we needed them for what we need. All of our rooms have been built as high as they possibly can, and to get the loads of light in, we have put skylights in every room apart from the bathroom, which is a major regret in my decision. Right, next up, this is our kitchen living room area. So we have rug from Laradoo, we have sofas from Sofology, we have a table that Mark made. We used to have an island bar, like a breakfast bar type, like that, but all the way around, like that, but all the way around. And we found we couldn't, if we were socialising or wanted loads of people over for dinner or whatever, we couldn't, obviously it's pre-COVID, we couldn't, so Mark built this table to fit, so it is narrower than a normal table, but we can get like 8 people around it at a push. And yeah, it's perfect, honestly. It's made it feel so much more homely and stuff. So we have our TV area. This bar cart is not ours, we're just babysitting it. Again, these storage boxes or display boxes are also IKEA. I think that house frame thing was from Next. So yeah, that is what is going on here. Sofa, dog bed, Christmas tree, which I love. We've got our It's a Boy balloon, which you can't really see because it's clear. This wallpaper I contemplated changing recently, but having changed some of those boxes round to put some lighter bits in, made me feel better about the room being so dark, because obviously we've got black floors and a white dog, and honestly that was a mistake also, but you live and learn. It was our first house, it was our first build, and it does make everywhere look bigger in my opinion, but it is hard to keep clean. I'm gonna have a child yet, so I'm sure it's gonna be great. We've got our classic hanging lights, which are a staple in our kitchen. They kind of split the room off. So as you can see, this is like our living area and this is our kitchen. The lights were from, I think they were from eBay. And our kitchen was from Magnet. So yeah, we've got all our appliances up here. We've got fridge, freezer, cooker, coffee machine, which I'm not using at the moment. It's during pregnancy, I've just been off coffee. This is a vinyl covering from Jess Rose, and that sign is from Mexico, because I get a lot of questions on that, so I'm sorry I can't point you in a direction for that. Got a dishwasher, which is pretty crappy, but better than washing up all the time. So yeah, this is the kitchen living room, which I think is a really, really good size. And we also have a skylight in this room too. So, next up, I'll show you the bathroom quickly. What are my biggest regret? I won't put the light on just yet because the fan comes on when we put the lights on. My biggest regret in here is it's quite dark and we didn't put a window or a skylight in there, but when we were doing the house up, my goal was to have a really dark and moody bathroom, and that is what I've got. So it's just in 5 years your taste does change, so it is We have got a black shower tray. Mark built this unit as well to suit. Look at this belly coming on now. So yeah, we don't have any skylights in this room, but I love it. I do love it, but it is dark. So I think I'm going to redecorate this room. Is next on the list before the baby comes. Nothing like will get changed, like it'll just be like a decorating job. That mirror is a bit smeary. But yeah, bathroom. That's the chimney breast that comes up from downstairs. And we've got a little Heidi cupboard in the washing basket there. And we need a new shower mat. So this room is going to be the baby's room, and I am like so unsure whether to show you or not, because obviously my plan was to have a big nursery video. I think I will show you, but I might put it in black and white so you can't see what colours we've gone for, but you can kind of see what kind of style we're going for, kind of. So we're in a bit of a mess in here still. It's a really great sized room. So black and white. So obviously everything, so this is the heights of the ceilings. We've got really tall ceilings. This cardboard will be coming up, and obviously all the crap won't be in here. Got some funny angles in this room. But yeah, it's a great room. We bought our cot, and we've got some blackout blinds for the skylight. Well, one for in here and one for in our bedroom as well, which I'll show you just now. Back to colour. So, that was that. I know it was very sneaky, but stay tuned because I will be posting the nursery video very soon. I say very soon. Hopefully in a couple of weeks when things are done. Got a bit of a squeaky door, which is weird because our job is doors. So this is our bedroom. This is probably the one you will have seen on like a lot of my videos and intros and stuff. So again, we've got really high ceilings. We only decided to put wardrobe doors on half of the wardrobe just to kind of like keep it openness and stuff, but I didn't realise how much crap would be in there, so I don't know whether we're going to put doors in there. This chair is not staying. This came out of that room, the storeroom. Got a big telly because we like to watch telly in bed. Makeup area, garden, which is great. Tempted to put a roof garden in, like swap this window for a door and then have a little bit of a garden there for us to get out of. We've ummed and ahed about it for quite a long time, but you know, things happen when you get spent on other things and stuff. So yeah, this chair is not going to stay here because I'm keeping it up here because I want to, once the nursery's all done, I want to be able to have a practice of where a chair would go well in there with a chair that's a good size. And that one is going to be perfect to use just as a practice chair, just for positioning purposes. This is my little art wall. So these flags are from, I want to say Oh Squirrel, but I don't know whether that's right. They were for our wedding. They were on the backs of our chairs at our wedding. These prints, they're like cards, and it's what we wrote our vows in. So our vows are inside those cards. Let my love adorn you. This print and this print were both from the same company. She did those for us. Neon sign. Can't think what her name was. But Adorn by Miguel was our first dance. So that is the lyrics from that song. The giraffe picture Nina did, my sister. Those are Christmas presents that need to be wrapped. Gaviscon, pregnancy. Gets you. And this is our walk-in wardrobe. So it's a small walk-in wardrobe, but it keeps everything tidy. This wardrobe was we put in after because we found that this one wasn't enough, because apparently we have an excessive amount of clothes. I have an excessive amount of clothes. So this is the walk-in wardrobe. So again, we've got plenty of storage, some nipple stickers on there. More storage in there, but I'm going to get Mark to build me some shelves so I can put things away efficiently. And yeah, that is pretty much the house tour done. So I will just have a look at what questions came up on the question box. Feels like there was so much more to show you, but that is it. And our rooms are pretty big. I don't think they come across as big as they are on the thing, on film, as they are in real life. But yeah, I love it here. We've been here for 5 years, like I said, up here for 5 years. I moved into this house when I was 10, or just before my 10th birthday. So yeah, I've been here for 18 years. Mark moved in with me because we're both self-employed, couldn't get a mortgage 5 years ago at the time, or for, you know, for enough. Both being young and self-employed, it just doesn't bode well for mortgage purposes, and I'm sure any of my self-employed friends out there will attest to that it is really hard to get a mortgage when you're self-employed. It's really hard to get a mortgage any time, but especially when you're self-employed. Right, let me check the question box and I will come back to you. Okay, change of room so I can be hands-free. Do you have a separate access to your apartment? Do you have a separate entrance? This was probably the most asked question, and the answer is no. We use the same front door as I showed you at the beginning of the video, but there's not like a living room or a kitchen or a room where people are all the time, so it's just like a hallway lobby area that nobody generally is in. And if they're, because it's like where the bedrooms are, if they're in their bedrooms, the doors are shut anyway. Do you have a separate address? No, everything comes to the same address. This is all just one property technically. What will your parents do with it when you move out? So we're between a couple of options. They will either sell the whole thing. It was a business agreement when we first did this. It was a business arrangement between us and my parents. So we have got money tied up here, as have they, and we will either move out and put our money and mum and dad will stay here, or they will sell the whole thing and they will move and we will move. Not 100% sure yet, because we've got a really great house here and I don't know that they'll want to leave, but it will be a big house for just 2 of them if my youngest sister moves out as well. How does it work when you guys want to move? Again, we will just get our money out, whether that be through selling the whole thing or what, but yeah, it's just fine. It's just one of those things. Living on top of the house, do you see your family every day without fail? I would call my mum whether I lived here or not. No, not every day, but like my dad, I can go for like a good like 5 days without seeing him at all. But my mum and my sister I see, but that's more because I want to rather than because we bump into each other in each other's spaces. Did your parents pay? No, we paid. We couldn't get a mortgage on it, obviously, so we just took out loans where we had to, and we paid as we went, and yeah, we paid. Did you have much say in room sizes, planning, design, etc., or was it your parents? No, everything was us. Everything was us. We had to lose a bedroom downstairs, which was like the biggest thing for them, and then we had to move the front door because it wasn't central to the house. But downstairs wise, they kind of pretty much did whatever, but from the staircase, obviously we paid for like the staircase and everything, and as of that, it was all us. And we designed where we wanted the rooms and where we wanted the walls. We actually built the walls. We built all the stud walls ourselves. We did all the plasterboarding ourselves. We did all the painting ourselves. Me and Mark fit the kitchen ourselves, my dad did the windows. We come from quite a tradey family, so a lot of work was done, apart from we had a company come in and do like the shell, like essentially the 4 brick walls on the outside and the roof. And they also changed or bolted joists to the floor, well, what was roof joists, to make them strong enough to be floor joists for us to walk on. And then obviously we had to have an architect, and we had to get planning permission and loads of different things. So yeah. How long did it take to build and finish? So we did all of this. We started in August, end of August, and we were completed on Christmas Eve. So it was August, September, October, November, December, 4 months. Very fast to build an entire house. We were thinking of doing the same. Do you have stairs inside or outside? We had them inside, but we have vans. Like the way our driveway is like an L shape, and we could have had stairs from the outside and just done it that way, but we would have lost the parking spaces for the 2 vans that we've got, which we didn't want to do, and that was important. Obviously at the time of building, there was my mum and dad, my 2 sisters, and me and Mark living here, so there was 6 of us, and we all had cars or all had vehicles, so we needed space on the drive for everybody, and having staircase outside wouldn't have served our purpose well enough. As you all know, I am half Indian, and this is like, Indian families tend to stick together, so it's not an uncommon thing, and when we do move from here, it won't be hard to sell, because another Asian family will see it and think this is great, and they get an extra room for the grandparents or the older kids or whatever. There's plenty of space here for whoever will buy this house from us. And the last question, because I did only put this on like 2 hours ago, so I do apologise if you add questions. Actually, I'll delete the box if you won't have added a question and I've missed it. Is there anything you'd do differently in hindsight if you were to do it again? Wouldn't do black floors. I would put a window in the bathroom. I don't know whether I'd go for a handleless gloss kitchen again. But again, I think that's a taste and style thing as you kind of like get older and stuff. Because when I first did the house and first I was like designing it and stuff, we had enough money to just like build the basics. We had like hand-me-down settees for like 2.5 years until we bought these ones, and yeah, we didn't have enough money to like complete it to a really high standard at the time, but I was only 22 when we started it. And 23 by the time we'd finished it. So how much money does a 22-year-old have really? And at the time, monochrome, like black and white and grey, was like my thing. So all the walls are white, all the floors are black, and all my skirting boards and architrave and everything are grey. And that's fine, but obviously taste changed, like I said. But yeah, otherwise, nothing I would change. For what we've been able to do here, we've got so much space, and we feel really grateful that my mum and dad would let us do it, and you know, that give us somewhere to be, so we didn't have to like get ourselves into trouble to get a house earlier. But yeah, it's we love being here, and I'm looking forward to raising our baby here for the first year or 2, however long that we are here next. Property development is in my future. For sure. Like I said, I come from a building family, and I've done 2 houses up already, and like in the past, along with this one, so 3. So yeah, it's definitely something I can't wait to carry on doing and be able to progress our future and be able to diversify our business into property development as well. So yeah, it is all exciting news. This is only ever going to be temporary. This was only ever supposed to be for a few years, and it has been a few years longer than we thought. But also, to build this house, we had to get loans and borrow money from people, so to clear that off, it's took a little while, as it would, because we've essentially bought a house without a mortgage and paid it off within 5 years. So it's been a tight couple of years, but you know, we will do what we have to do. My situation is probably a lot different to a lot of people's out there, and that's fine. Like, it works for me, it works for Mark, we're happy, and that's all that really matters. So if you're looking at this going, I'd never do that, I'd never do that, then that's fine. Like, I'm not asking you to, and this is just the way I live, and the way we live at the moment, and it works for us. You know, we get on with my family really well. It's not like it's an effort to be here, or we're on top of each other, or anything else like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my little house tour and answering some of your questions regarding my weird living situation. Yeah, remember to like this video, leave me any comments, make sure you come over to Instagram, that's where most of the daily action is. There will be the nursery progress video going up in a month or so, so please stick around and look forward to sharing that with you once it's all done. I just want to show you it all together and how it came together. That's like the most important thing for me. I'm really excited to show you. So yeah, thank you for being here as always, and I will see you on the next one.